Hi, Ms. Sumner, and welcome to my final Eco-Village project where we create our own intentional community. This right here is a typical housing that you would see at my intentional community called Libertas. So right over here we have two of our residents. They are all named after artists. We have Frida Kahlo and we have Vincent van Gogh. And so, beginning from the start, because our community wants to reduce waste as much as possible, all of our members live in homes made out of recycled materials, made out of repurposing. So, for instance, Frida and Vincent here live in shipping containers. At the front here, we can see how this community is really an intersection of artwork and eco-consciousness. We have paintings and artworks basically everywhere, murals on the floor, on the walls, hand-painted bikes. To reduce our carbon footprint, our villagers travel exclusively by bikes that are all customized to their own liking. We also have vertical gardens to save space, make the most of what we have, and also to be self-sustaining. And what's most important is that our eco-village has learned how to raise their own meat in an effort to move on to veganism. And so this meat here is made with lab-grown technologies that are completely vegan and harmless. We also have some regular planters over here. Actually, these are self-watering planters. If we look at the backyard over here, our two residents, have their own little garden in the back where they have more vertical gardens with their own bees that they are raising for ethical honey, which is sweetener and can be used for medicine, and for bees that help with the gardening. They also are raising their own insects. They have crickets, grub, and mealworms. And all of these little grubs can be harvested for biofuel, and they can also be used to cook with. So they can collect cricket flour, for instance, and make little nuggets out of them. In the backyard here, all of our members are extremely creative. So Frida is currently working on some woodworking in her backyard. She also has her own candle making station. As well, Vincent is working on a mural at the moment. They also have many unfinished art pieces in the back. And because their homes are rather small, they make the most out of their outside space, spending as much time with nature as possible. Everything in this home was made by themselves or salvaged. So for instance, this rug, this bedside table, ignore their dirty clothes. All of these desks are created by Frida, who is a master woodworker, and all of the decorations, all of these paintings are created by Vincent. In our household, there are no stereotypical gender roles. Both of our residents work, though Frida is the primary breadwinner, as she makes about 4 times Vincent's salary. They are also sharing household chores, though Vincent does the most of the cooking as he is more suited to do so. Another highlight of our intentional community, Libertas, is that it is entirely powered by renewable sources. We have our windmills, our multiple solar panels, and all of our water sources are collected from rainwater. So it is a very eco-conscious village. If we take a look inside the living space of our 2 residents here, we will see that they have a very minimalistic lifestyle, but still very abundantly filled with artwork. They have all of these items are made out of recycled materials and that they have created themselves. Everything from their living area to their bedroom. And once again, here we see in their outdoor space, we are trying to maximize the use of all of the space as possible. And so they are taking advantage of their rooftop as a balcony of sorts where they can hang out, spend time together, play some chess, and do some more artwork. Now over here we have traveled to one of our community spaces. This is our community space from afar, glass window, and full of solar paneling. And the purpose of these community gardens and these community spaces is to give the residents an area where they can get together, talk, enjoy, spend time together, and it's also a very creative zone, a marketplace. So on our entrance, we see a few of the residents have brought their bikes. We have our coffee stall and then a little tea stall on the other side. Entering our marketplace, we have all of these different booth setups for the artists and creators to be able to sell their goods. Here we have some candles being sold, as well as some seeds and flower arrangements, it seems. Not all of the booths are always in store, but there's always someone selling their crafts. We also have painting stalls in the back where residents are able to show off their paintings for sale. And in the middle, we have a green play area, community hangout area, where the residents can cook barbecue together, paint together, play on the playground together for some of our younger residents. And then inside our community space, we actually have a makerspace where the residents are able to create their own artwork if they might not have some of the tools at home. We have a juice fizzing station, we have a flower arrangement table, we have our candle making stations, some fabricators where the residents can create their own furniture. We also have some woodworking tables, and for our younger residents, our little children, though there aren't that many of them, we still want to make sure that we are fueling their minds with creativity. They have their own little art stations as well as a science station. So taking a look at the community space as a whole, every day there's always artisans coming in and selling their artwork, really sharing the creativity with everyone. But also, once a week, we have our investors from outside the community are able to come and appreciate the artwork, which is not legal in outside of our community, as artwork has been outlawed, and they are able to buy this artwork in an effort to repopulate our planet with artwork and creativity. And so that pretty much sums up my community visual component in a nutshell. Here we are ending off with Frida and Vincent. Thank you so much for listening, and I hope you enjoyed.